In the endless stretch of sand and silence, tucked between dry mountain ridges and empty roads that vanish into dust, there exists a place that the world was never meant to see. There are no welcome signs, no guided tours, no postcards, only silence, sensors, and the threat of force. This is Area 51, the most heavily guarded and secretive patch of land on Earth. Officially, it doesn't even exist on a map. For decades, the U.S. government denied its presence altogether, fueling decades of rumors, wild theories, and whispered fears. Why? What could be so important or so dangerous that even acknowledging its existence would be too much? Protected by cameras, thermal imaging, and miles of warning signs, this desert fortress has become a symbol, not just of military secrecy, but of something deeper, something otherworldly. Strange lights in the sky, unexplained aircraft moving at impossible speeds, stories of non-human technology, and beings not of this world. Is it just a Cold War relic? A testing site for high-tech jets? Or is it something far more unthinkable? Because behind those fences, beneath that sand, may lie truths not just hidden from us, but truths we were never meant to find. And if they were ever revealed, they could change everything we think we know about our past, our future, and our place in the universe. To truly understand the enigma of Area 51, we must rewind to one of the most dangerous eras in human history, the Cold War. The 1950s were a time of paranoia and power plays. The United States and the Soviet Union stood on the brink of annihilation. Both sides raced to dominate the skies and the secrets they held. The U.S. needed more than just a facility. They needed a void, a place so remote, so buried in silence, it would swallow secrets whole. That place was Groom Lake. Once a dried-up salt flat, now transformed into the most classified testing ground in the Western Hemisphere. Here, deep within the dust, the CIA began developing black projects so advanced they bordered on science fiction. Among them, the U-2 spy plane, capable of flying at 70,000 feet, and the A-12 Oxguard, a sleek, futuristic marvel designed to outrun missiles and surveillance alike. These aircraft were built in complete secrecy, but the sky has no borders. People began to notice strange glints above the desert, lights that danced and zipped faster than any known craft. Civilians reported blinding flashes, impossible maneuvers, and objects vanishing into thin air. At first, these sightings were dismissed, but as more and more reports surfaced, a new term emerged: unidentified flying objects. The line between classified technology and alien visitation began to blur, intentionally or not. Area 51 wasn't just a military base anymore. It became a myth, a mirror reflecting our fears, our imaginations, and perhaps glimpses of truths too strange to explain. And as the Cold War escalated, so too did the secrecy and the suspicion. In the summer of 1947, something fell from the sky near Roswell, New Mexico. Locals described a disc-shaped object, strange debris that shimmered like foil yet couldn't be torn, wires that bent but never broke. Witnesses claimed there were bodies, not human. At first, the U.S. military confirmed the unthinkable. A flying saucer had been recovered. Then, almost immediately, the story changed. The wreckage was reclassified, just a weather balloon, they said. A mix-up, a misunderstanding. But the damage was already done. Whispers began circulating that the wreckage wasn't destroyed, but hidden, transported quietly to a classified facility far from prying eyes. That facility, many believe, was Area 51. Over the decades, the stories only grew darker and more detailed. Former guards, engineers, and contractors began to speak out. They described metallic craft not of this earth, stored in secret hangars beneath Groom Lake. Others spoke of biological specimens, not human but not machines either. Alien autopsies, reverse-engineered propulsion systems, rooms where the laws of physics didn't apply. Mainstream science calls it nonsense, mass hysteria, imagination. But if it's all a lie, why surround a dry lake bed with shoot-on-sight warnings? Why restrict even satellite imaging of the area? Why do whistleblowers, decorated, credible, terrified, keep stepping forward, knowing they risk their careers, their lives. Is this just folklore built on fear? Or is the truth out there, waiting, buried in the sand? Maybe it's not conspiracy. Maybe it's control of knowledge that could change the world forever. For decades, rumors have swirled that the technology hidden inside Area 51 is not just classified. It's generations ahead of anything known to the public. Witnesses, from former defense contractors to commercial pilots, have reported seeing craft that make no sound, vehicles that hover silently, and machines that bend light, rendering themselves nearly invisible. No engines, no wings, just movement that seems to ignore gravity itself. Could these be advanced military prototypes? Exotic aircraft still under wraps? Maybe. But some believe the patterns, the behavior, and the technology suggest something far stranger. There are chilling claims that Area 51 houses a reverse engineering program, not built on human innovation, but on the recovery of off-world materials. Technologies not invented, but dissected and replicated from extraterrestrial sources. One of the most controversial voices is Bob Lazar, who in 1989 broke silence on what he said he saw at a facility called S4, just south of Area 51. Lazar claimed he worked on gravity propulsion systems, not theoretical but operational. He described antimatter reactors, craft powered by element 115, and vehicles that warped spacetime rather than flew through it. At the time, element 115 wasn't even known to science. Years later, it was officially synthesized just as Lazar described. Skeptics scoffed. Yet year after year, small fragments of truth begin to surface. Programs declassified. Technologies suddenly revealed. Details once mocked now aligning with reality. Is it all coincidence? Or are we standing on the shoulders of something not of this world? Secrets too powerful to share, too dangerous to reveal? Perhaps the greatest breakthroughs of our time were never ours to begin with. For all that's visible at Area 51, the runways, hangars, watchtowers, some say the real secrets lie beneath the surface. According to former insiders, what's underground is not just a facility. It's a city of secrets. Miles of subterranean tunnels stretch beneath the Nevada desert, connecting classified labs, containment zones, and high-security vaults. Built with black-budget funds, hidden from Congress, operated in total darkness. Inside, the claims grow stranger. Whistleblowers have described bioengineering experiments, attempts to alter DNA, create enhanced soldiers, or merge man and machine. Others speak of AI research far more advanced than anything publicly acknowledged. There are even whispers of temporal distortion experiments, playing with time itself, bending it, looping it, freezing it. Of course, the official narrative denies all of it. But then, why the absolute secrecy? Area 51 operates in total legal obscurity. It is exempt from environmental laws, shielded from oversight. Even U.S. presidents have allegedly been denied full access. If those in the highest offices are kept out, then who exactly is in control? What kind of power lies behind these gates? Are these truly efforts to protect national interests or to reshape humanity under a veil of silence? And if the technology being developed or recovered beneath the desert is as advanced as insiders claim, then the ultimate question isn't just what's happening at Area 51. It's who decides what we're allowed to know and what stays buried for us. What if the world we know, the rules, the limits, the borders of science and possibility, is only half the story? What if beneath that barren desert lies a doorway, not to another place, but to another understanding of reality? The power to travel across galaxies, the secret to limitless energy, the knowledge to evolve beyond war, disease, or even death, all hidden not to protect humanity but to control it. Because Area 51 isn't just a location. It's a symbol, a monument to the things we're not allowed to know. Proof that some truths are too disruptive, too paradigm-shifting to be trusted in public hands. It's not just about UFOs. It's about power, the power to shape what we believe is possible, and to decide who gets to dream beyond the stars. Maybe they've already answered questions we haven't yet thought to ask. Maybe they've unlocked doors we didn't know existed. And maybe, just maybe, The biggest threat to secrecy isn't exposure. It's curiosity. The question now is, are you ready to know? If this story opened your mind, even a little, then hit the like button, subscribe to Empire Mindset, and share this with someone who's ready to question everything. And comment below. Do you believe there's something inside Area 51 the world isn't ready to see? Because the most powerful secrets are the ones kept in plain sight.